So this is a video about should you be sort of using some lesser than full percent in your swing. Should you be sort of smooth through the thing, or should you be aggressive? And I think the answer to that, to me personally, what I find is that there's times in the swing where you need to be relatively passive and let gravity act and not apply much force. And then when you're through the ball right here, I think being very aggressive actually gives you quite a bit more control, at least in my experience. So with your trainer, and I like to train less symmetrically. So you can train really like this, both ways. But I don't really swing that way. I swing more like this. So lost back and then aggressive right like that. So I like to capture the feeling of my swing, and what this is meant to do really has one main purpose, which is to figure out how to activate your entire body in the swing. So it's easy with a club because it's light to just swing with your upper body. And nobody with a really good swing is swinging that way. You watch anybody on tour, they all have an aggressive lower body move that drives their swing, that gives you, if you want to have a chance of having some power and control, you need to have that. So the way to feel that, and that's what this is for, so learn the feeling, transfer the feeling to your golf club, is toss it back, and then the feeling like you were going to throw it as hard as you can. So watch what my lower body does. I'm going to squat down and then rotate hard through it. And then I'm focusing, when I train with this, on what my lower body is doing, and then I replicate that with a club. So that feeling. So it's relatively not a ton of force here, not a ton of force here. Then I'm going as hard as I can. So here's what it's going to look like. Caught that one a little bit thin, but pretty much down the middle. And what you'll notice, if you learn to be aggressive in just this correct spot, if you get your location right, I'm there, and I can be aggressive through it, you're going to start to have much more control over the ball flight. So trying to sort of carefully drift into the ball thinking that will give you control is not the answer. Do one more. It's pretty much down the middle. So work on that. Get this feeling. I say, for me, my hands aren't big, they aren't very strong. I'm going like 8 out of 10 here to try to keep control of this. So if I was a tour strength person, that might be 4 out of 10, but I'm not. So firm left hand. Make sure at the end it's still completely solid, that grip. So solid grip. Practice that aggressive move. See there, I didn't turn back far enough, so my move was that way. So get in the spot, turn back, aggressive move through the ball. There we go. So work on that.